I think for me, the fact that we've been held to ransom as a nation for the last maybe 6 or 7 weeks discussing an issue that we seem to be discussing for the last 3 years is testament to the fact that there is a real need to solve it and to solve it head on. And actually, I welcome, I suppose, some of the political choices that Fianna Fáil have put to Fine Gael in the last couple of days, because it has made everybody focus their minds. I tell you what I believe in, because it hasn't changed in the last 3 years. I believe that we need a single utility to manage the infrastructure development, rollout and investment to provide this country with clean, good quality drinking water out of our taps in our kitchens, in our bathrooms, wherever else in our homes. I believe that the management of taxpayers' money into that utility system needs to give the best value it can possibly give for the finite resources that we have in a country. I believe that the management structure needs to be scrutinised by a body to make sure that we do get good value for money. But I also believe that we need to bring Irish people along with us on that journey, because the overarching idea of bringing in water charges in the first instance was to make people think about the value of the water that actually comes out of our tap, and to realise that it is a scarce resource, and to realise that it does cost money to get it to come out of the tap in the best quality form that it can. And maybe it was ham-fisted the way we did it, and I think we're the first people to put up our hands to say it wasn't done perfectly. We did make mistakes, and lots of them. But we're at a crossroads now where we can actually take stock of the decisions that we've made, some of them bad and some of them good, and get it right. We want for our people a quality water system. I believe the single utility is the way to go. I want for our people to recognise the value of the water. One of the biggest flaws that we did over the last number of years was not to conduct a conservation educational programme to start with our children, with our teenagers, with our adults who have habits of a lifetime that need to be changed with regard to how we use water, to actually educate people as to why it's a good idea to conserve water, to have taken an opportunity when we had our conservation grant to put it into things like water butts, to take an opportunity to reduce the VAT on things that would allow us to conserve water instead of charging 23% of it, to have a look at our building regulations to make sure that new builds do encourage people to be more conservative and conscious of the value of the finite resource that we have, that is water. So, OK, there's lots of people talking about winners and losers and who conceded and who won. You know what? Nobody won, but nobody lost. We have a window here now to actually reflect on what it is that we all want for our people, which is a high-quality water infrastructure in this country, and that the investment that's put in by taxpayers, and just to be reflective on it, this whole argument of whether you pay for it out of your left pocket or your right pocket is bizarre for me, because at the end of the day, it's taxpayers who are paying for it. The problem here that we had is that what we were trying to do was to lessen that burden on the PAYE worker and to spread an even burden on everybody who uses water in this country, not just the people who go to work every day. But OK, maybe we didn't do that quite as well as we could have done. But I actually guarantee that I will be standing here in 9 months' time or 12 months' time, or whenever the Commission reports its findings, against a backdrop of the EU directive that actually sets down the legislation that we have to adhere to in this country, and I will be advocating at that stage again what I've done for the last 3 years. We should have generous allowances in our family homes, and anybody that chooses to use over and above their allowances, and there should be special clauses for people who have special medical conditions or children, we can do all of that, and please God, it will be done within the Commission. But the people who engage in watering their garden every day of the week because they want luscious green grass, and fair play to you, off you go, will have to pay for that water. People who want to have a bath every night of the week just because, they will have to pay for that water. And people who actually conserve will know that they are actually contributing towards a finite resource, an investment structure that's actually quality in this country, and we can all be part of it together. I'm the first person to acknowledge we've made mistakes over the last number of years. 61%, or let's not argue about it, lots and lots of people paid their bills. But we didn't actually bring those people with us, I believe. We sort of kind of dragged them along, and people wanted to be law-abiding. And everybody needs to be law-abiding in this country, and that's why I firmly believe the people who haven't paid their bills yet will have to pay their bills. And we'll all be back here in 9 months or 10 or 11 months' time talking about the merits of charging people who use water in excess and actually providing a high-quality water system for every single citizen in this country.
Thank you.